Stand by to launch FanStream Sports.
3, 2, 1. Let's start.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to FanStream Sports.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into another edition of From the Rough, America's favorite golf podcast. I am IndyCarTim, live from the DSP Media Studios in sunny, hot, and humid North Dallas. And I am joined, as I always am, live from his home studio in Overland Park, Kansas, PGA of America member, Mr. Johnny Gerber. Hello, Johnny.
What's up, buddy? Hey, we are in the same scenario. It's hot, humid, and sunny here, too. So we don't have too many opportunities that the weather is the same in each places, but we certainly had this today. My face is red. It's not because I'm embarrassed of all your shenanigans from Monday or not because I'm drinking too much. It's because it was warm today. We played golf at 7 o'clock in the morning just to beat the heat, and it was still warm. So there we go. Big cut. I did, bro. Come on, 90. I don't play like you.
You didn't break 90, did you? What'd you shoot?
I mean, 90. Come on, dude.
Well, then
if I shoot in the 90s, I should never, ever. I'll rip up my PGA of America card. How about that?
You burn it live on the air?
Yeah, you should never shoot in the 90s if you're a golf professional. Never.
I'm supposed to play Friday. I'm playing Friday. Brookhaven.
Are you really?
With my buddy Paul. We're teeing off. I got to do the Tampa show until 11. He wanted a 7 a.m. tee time. I'm like, oh yeah, let's do that. And then I forgot, like, crap, dude, I'm on the air until 11 Central Time. So he goes, all right, well, can you make it by noon? I'm like, yeah. So we got a noon tee time.
Middle of the heat, huh?
Yeah. And their carts aren't air conditioned. I'm like, what kind of club is this? Crap kind of club. What am I paying for here?
You're going to be sweating bacon out there.
But I'm playing for free, so I can't. I mean, he covers, as a member, he covers. I'm like, okay, it's free.
It's $7 to play Brookhaven, so I don't really worry about it. Why would you worry about it?
No, it's a lot more than that. I was a member there a long time ago. I loved it. I loved being there. We played tennis there, used the pool all the time. It was great, man. I loved it.
Home of Jordan Spieth. Home of Jordan. Boy, that place, when we were in Dallas, Bus was a member there, and he liked it because all the kids. Boy, you want to get the greatest form of birth control? Put me around those kids right there for me, around those kids at Brookhaven. All those rugrats running around there, screaming and yelling. And, boy, that's the easiest way for me to drown one of them kids right there is just be me.
Well, you can't have kids anyway.
Sure can.
You can't have kids, though, right? You had a testicular golf accident as a teenager. Wasn't that right? Got hit in the nut.
Why are you making
That's
up
with a golf ball, and now you can't have kids?
Why are you making up stuff? Just making up.
Is that not true? I thought you told me that.
I didn't. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? This is a choice.
By the way, hello to Nancy Gerber. Welcome into the show.
Yeah, you're. What's wrong with the internet? We paid the internet.
Well, I'm not saying it's a bad one. I went the other way, and that was a bad choice.
Yeah, I wish you would have went that.
I don't know what's going on with it.
All right. Well, I paid the bill.
No, it would have been fine. I love my kids.
Yeah,
I love my kids.
You got
never
good kids.
Trade any of them for less than $1 million.
$5.
Yeah, how did that happen? Like, they're all great kids, and I don't know, man.
The ones that
they're all get paid to think.
All 7 of them that live with you, yeah, they're great kids. The other ones, I don't know. You don't know.
I don't have 7 that live with me. I have 4. It's not 7, and they're all easy. They're all good kids. So. It is.
Yeah, they are. They are. Good
Johnny, it is a week of 2 tournaments. And again, I'll never understand why they do this. It just seems unnecessary. But here we are. It's also unnecessary to not play It's also unnecessary to not play golf in America. There's enough courses here they shouldn't have to leave. Yet here we are. The split sanctioned event with the DP World Tour. And I can't believe they let them call it that, especially with the porn connotation that it carries. But somehow, I guess that means something else in Europe.
Only you.
That's what it is. Does the winner get that? Is that what the winner gets? Is there a trophy of that? Like, whatever. Have fun with your DP, Rory, because Rory won it last year.
He did.
But it is the Genesis Scottish Open and the ISCO Championship. I don't know what or who ISCO is, but they're in Kentucky this week. And we're going to preview the Scottish Open. I didn't prepare an ISCO Championship preview, but you're doing picks for them that we will get into towards the end of the show.
I am.
Would you like quickly, if you know anything about the course there in Kentucky that they're playing and the field and a quick 5-minute synopsis or less about what's happening in Kentucky?
Yeah, it's just one of those long golf courses, and it gives an opportunity for some of these guys that obviously that didn't get in the Scottish Open. We're going to have the same situation next week at the Barracuda Championship. So we got some opportunities the next couple of weeks to cash in like we have on the last couple of weeks. Yeah, it's a long golf course. It's a typical Midwest golf course. There's plenty of water. There's plenty of dog legs. It's, like I said, to deep dive into the golf course, we really haven't done it, but we did have a winner. We did make some money there last year. Mm-hmm. So we've kind of had some success there on the betting card, but we're certainly going to focus more on the Scottish Open this week and the British Open next week, as opposed to the alternate field events. But again, this gives a lot of opportunity for a lot of guys, maybe some guys that's, getting some PGA Tour starts. You're getting some of these Neil Shipleys again. Mm-hmm. They're going to get this start. You got the amateurs going to play again. Mm-hmm. So listen, I'm all for it. There's plenty of golf to go around. Again, you win this event. It's an exemption on the PGA Tour. So, right. It could be a redemption story for some of these guys, that maybe some of the older guys that can come up. It's not in the field this week and next week. But again, you do get the same opportunities if you win this tournament. It has just like a PGA Tour event.
Just like a PGA Tour event, but not quite, is what you're saying.
Just like a full field, bigger field event, PGA Tour event. I said it incorrectly, right?
I mean, but it's not, right?
Well, I mean, it is and it's not. I mean, it's not no different than the alternate field event from the Masters. I mean, you have 6 or 7 of these, 6 of these a year. It's just what you do. World Golf Championships, alternate field events, but you don't get as many points. But listen, you're still considered a PGA Tour winner. You are, and these guys, the guys who win these the alternate field events, they're not going to give that trophy away and not going to be shamed that they're going to win this tournament. Trust me, they aren't. They're still a PGA Tour winner, and they'll go in the record books as a PGA Tour winner.
By the way, if you guys are watching on any of our video outlets right now, we're on FanStream Sports TV at fanstreamsports.com. We are on Instagram. We are on Facebook and on X. If you're somewhere with one of those video streams and you would like to comment into the show, go ahead and do so. We'll see it here. We'll put you on the stream. If you're not, if you're in on TikTok, if you're listening, if you're watching on TikTok and you want to be part of the show, use the FanStream Sports Studio line, 214-937-0569. We'll get that here in the studio and be able to interact with you there. And that's FanStream Sports text line is good 24/7, even if you're listening to one of the recorded shows and you want to shout us out and say, call us dumb or something. That's great on any show. Just use the text line 214-937-0569. Refer what show you were watching and the host, and say the ugly bald bearded white guy. That's usually me. And we'll shout you out next opportunity we get live on the air. But Johnny, admit though, you would like it better if instead of having split events like this, if you didn't qualify for the event that was going to be that week, you just don't get to play and you don't get to make money. Why do they got it's like a consolation tournament because you're not good enough to make the regular tournament.
It's not true. That's not true. This event, the Scottish Open, is part of the DP World Tour. It's not part of the PGA Tour, so they still have to have an event. These guys are going over there. That's a co-sanctioned event just to get prepped and ready for next week. Listen, this PGA Tour schedule still has to go on. I think the smaller field events or the signature events have given less opportunities for some of these guys because they could potentially not play for 3 or 4 weeks. Points matter. You get points towards a FedEx Cup for this event and for next week, even though that you're not in the British Open and even though you're not in the Scottish Open. So these points, this matters. There's so many good players. There's so many less opportunities for more players that are coming up. There just are. So listen, I'm all for it. And you want to dog cuss it all you want, but if you won, I promise you, if you won the ISCO championship in Kentucky, if it was you would take the money, you would take the exemption, and you would take the FedEx Cup points, and you wouldn't think anything different.
I would be at the Scottish Open because I would have qualified for this. I would be good enough to qualify for an actual PGA Tour event. If I meet a guy in a bar, and I've never heard of him, he goes, I want to, I won on the PGA Tour. The first thing I'm going to ask is, really, was it an alternate field event? And if he goes, well, yeah, okay, well then no, you didn't.
So just say, hey, you want to play me for $1,000 a hole? Let's go play some Golden Tee. That's not real golf.
Hey, when are we getting a Golden Tee machine in the studio? I thought that was in the works.
Yeah, maybe.
What's going on there? I should have one like right behind me.
And is that why you can say you play golf if you do that?
So distracting.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny, we have again another split field event, 2 events this week. And the one that really matters, though, is the Scottish Open, the Genesis. I guess Genesis car company is making so much money they can just start sponsoring multiple golf tournaments, right?
Yeah,
that's what they're doing. It's a good car, though. I like the looks of this car. Maybe I'll have to put in to buy one. We'll put in a requisition form with a company to get a new Genesis.
You just got a Mercedes. You just got a Mercedes. What do you need a Genesis?
True, I did just get a Mercedes.
Yeah.
Genesis is American, though, right?
Is it?
I think Genesis is built in America.
I don't know. You know I'm not a car guy.
That's true, or a music guy. But what you are is a golf guy, and that's good enough. Because Johnny, everyone.
One thing.
What?
You only got to be good at one thing.
I'm not good at anything though, except
or great. You got you can be good at a few things, but if you're great at one thing, you can figure it out. I don't know what it is. I'm just great at this point.
I'm great at 2 things, Johnny.
No, you're not. You're good at 2 things.
No, I am great at drinking, and I'm great at lovemaking. Just ask any of the 4,000 women I've been with in my life.
You're average at both. You're average at both. We all have a perception what great is, right? So your average is what great is. So listen, okay, that's fine.
All right, well, I'm great. Just like that's 8 inches, right?
Yeah,
8 inches.
Tony the Tiger.
It's 8 inches. Everyone agrees that's 8 inches.
Next show, please.
Next show, please. Johnny, everyone is prepping for the final major championship of the season, even though it shouldn't be one. But we'll get into that later. The 2024 Genesis Scottish Open takes center stage this week at the Renaissance Club as the PGA Tour welcomes a strong field. It is a strong field with the co-sanctioned event with the DP Double Penetration World Tour. Johnny, the course here in North Berwick, Scotland. Good day, mate. It's a par 70, 7,237 yards with a $9 million purse. Have you ever played it?
No, I never played the Scottish. Yeah, of course. I played over in Europe a bunch, but I never played the Scottish Open. Yeah, no, I never played the event Scottish Open. They kind of propelled this probably 15 years ago when they played at Loch Lomond. It really got big. A lot of guys would come over and play. I played a lot of golf, a lot of events over there for sure. It's not really my type of golf. I don't really enjoy it. I've never played well over there, but that doesn't mean it's not good. People love it. You either love it or hate it, right? So it's just one of those things. But I think when again Loch Lomond, when they had it there, they really made a strong effort to get some of the American players over there to get acclimated a little bit to the British Open. They moved the tournament before the British Open for a reason, to kind of do this thing to help the event. And it's certainly had some success, and it's really helped that event. But it's not really my cup of tea in terms of golf course and weather and things like that. But certainly the winners if you've seen over the last probably 10 years are some of the best players that's ever played golf, and some of the best winners on the PGA Tour. So I think they've done a great job. I think the guys like going over there, and again, just to get acclimated to the time change, get acclimated to the weather, and getting used to that type of golf.
So Rory did that last year. He said he was going over to playing it, just to get acclimated and get used to being over there and play a little golf that was similar with what they'd be playing in the Open Championship. And he ended up winning the thing last year. So he's defending. He's finally back for the first time since his blow up. He'll be back on the course. Xander Schauffele, also a former winner there. So it identifies, some maybe, future great players. So we'll see what's going to transpire this year. Tom Kim, I think was that 2022 when Schauffele won it. I think Tom Kim was involved and up there at the front. So super young guy. Robert McIntyre, I think we've seen up at the front there recently. So it helps guys along, and it certainly preps guys. I think that was a good move, like you said, to have it the week before the British, or move it to before the British. But I'll be one of the things I'll be looking for, and I think with everybody else, is Rory. How has he bounced back mentally from what happened, and he's been a pro for a long time. He's gone through some weird things, and you combine what he went through on the golf course last time out to maybe some of the things he's going through at home. I don't know that he's gone through those things at the same time before. So I'll be interested to see how he comes out on Thursday and Friday before the weekend, where he stands, how he's playing, is he focused, and maybe not being in America. I'm sure that's a different scene being playing overseas than it is playing here. It's a different feel. It's clearly different courses. So maybe he's more comfortable over there. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, obviously from him being over there, living over there, he hasn't really lived there for a long time.
Yeah.
And, I think I'd like his comments that he's had all week. He's like, obviously it was disappointing to miss those putts on 16 and 18. He's like, but this wasn't my biggest disappointing loss in my career. So he kind of said, listen, you got to move on. I thought it was a great move that he kind of took a couple weeks off. So yeah, I'm like you. It's curious to see how he's going to be bouncing into this week. I really like that he's getting a prep week, even though he is a defending champion, before next week to another major. But yeah, I like everything he's saying. It's not going to surprise me if he does really bounce back and play well the last couple weeks. If you look, I think Phil was the only person to win the Scottish Open and the British Open back-to-back weeks. So, we certainly have had some success there, the guys that are playing well, and then it correlates over until the week after that. But I could be wrong. I know Phil did do it, won the Scottish Open and then won the British Open. But other than that, I'm not really sure if anyone else has done that. So, but good form certainly is the good form. And, getting used to eating that haggis and whatever those pickled herring or whatever they eat over there.
Whatever it is.
It wasn't very good. It wasn't very good when I was over there. So, we'll see. I guess you got to love to like it. But these guys make so much money to hire in players. They're not doing that. They bring in their personal chefs or hire in a chef anyway. So it's not like when I was over there in the late 90s, early 2000s. And you had to eat pig's blood or blood sausage or whatever that was, and be sick for 2 days.
Gross.
Yeah.
One of the reasons you will never find me in Europe, sir, is because of the food.
That's not the reason. They won't let you in.
That's fine.
You even have a passport?
Nope. Don't even own a passport. Never needed one. I'm going to have to get one, though, to go back to Montreal, because last time I was in Canada, you didn't need a passport before 9/11. Thanks a lot, Obama.
Yeah.
For that. Anyway,
I don't even know if can you get a passport?
I can get a passport. They begged me to get a passport so I could leave the country.
That's why they want
this current reign of presidency. They want me to leave as fast as I can.
They want all the larrikins to leave.
I'm no longer welcome here, sir.
Yeah.
But we're going to come back. I will take a quick break here and come back, talk about some of the odds, the favorites, some surprising names that maybe have some surprising odds, at least for me. And then, of course, after that, get into Johnny's winning picks. He's won 2 weeks in a row with his winner, including a long shot winner 2 weeks ago. So we'll get into those on the other side. We are from the Rough Rider on FanStream Sports. I'm IndyCarTim. That is Johnny. Go get you a beer. Go get you some scrambled eggs. Go get you some blood sausage, and we'll be back after this.
Hello, sports fans. FanStream Sports.
All right, guys, time to talk a little bit about Turf Life. You've seen the hats on our heads. You've been or seen the video of the studio. You've seen that the decals are all over the place. Turf Life. Man, it's the brand that salutes the consumer and industry players everywhere whose lives involve turf. What does that mean? That means if you play or have a business or, maybe you're a sports educator, you're going to be on turf at some point. So you live the turf life. So go ahead and tell everybody you live the turf life by having your Turf Life window decal or, the hat or the keychain or the something. Along that lines, just go to TurfLife.Club.com and become a turf head. That's what it's called when you live the turf life. You're now a turf head. And you can go join the club today, snag that window decal, or snag any other special Turf Life accessories, and go over there to that website, which is TurfLife.Club.com, and get your stuff and show everybody that, man, I'm all about that turf life. And then you just kind of raise your coffee mug at them and go, yeah, turf life, baby. That's what it's about. And then that's the end of the commercial. Ding. That means it's done in microwave talk.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out OrionGolf.com.
Introducing Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the temperature, ensure your home is totally secure, all from the palm of your hand. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Start by going to the website, GetStarPower.com. That's GetStarPower.com.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Hey, listeners, make sure you check out the brand new FanStream Sports in-studio text line. You can reach us during any of our live shows or 24/7 at 214-937-0569. That's 214-937-0569. Text us 24/7, day or night, and we'll reply to you and make you part of the show.
Coming back at you. Now, more FanStream Sports.
Where'd I go?
It's better this way.
You like it like that?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We are from the Red Fry here on FanStream Sports. Welcome back to the show. I am IndyCarTim. The guy that you see on screen is PGA of America member Johnny Gerber. There, how's that? That was a little better, too.
That's way worse.
Just roll with that.
Oh, way worse.
What about that? That looks better right there. We are previewing the Scottish Open. Good day, mate. Might be the worst Scottish accent ever, huh? I don't know what
Australian
Scottish people sound like. What is?
Not,
good day, mate?
not that. Not that's Australian.
What's the difference?
Oh, that's why you can't get a passport.
Aren't they like right next to each other?
It's like the story when JP came to Dallas and he thought he had a layover and had to pick him up at the airport. Like that's
thought
what
he was in Memphis.
Do. Yeah, he was in Memphis.
He called you and said, "Hey, I'm here," and he was in Memphis.
Yeah.
Oh, Jay, he's blowing my phone up right now too. By the way,
is he good?
Nobody knows when I'm on the air, and I'm literally on the air all the time. He's like blowing my phone up about editing some video or something, and I'm like, in the middle of a show.
Yeah,
can't help you right now.
Yeah, it's
like no one knows what the hell I do for a living.
No, exactly.
I don't even know what I do. Like when I blow your phone up on Mondays when you're in a tournament.
Yeah, in the middle of it, and then like it rings because I forget to turn it off, and I'm just like, oh, there he goes again. I'm just here, make bogey here.
I try
Thanks,
to figure
Tim.
when you're in the middle of a backswing, and then I just ring your phone.
Thanks, Tim.
Hey, anything I can do to make your game better?
Yeah, it's certainly.
I feel that's what I do. I just make your game better all the time.
Yeah.
So the odds are interesting, at least I think, for the Scottish, not Australian Open. How come the Australian Open's not a major? Why is it just British? Why isn't there like a French Open, I don't know, a UAB Open?
You want this to be tennis?
Sure. I mean, golf wishes it was tennis right now. I guarantee you that.
No, it does. No, it does not.
Wimbledon's on fire right now, and they're playing on grass. Wimbledon's grass. Maybe we should get different. You know what? I'm going to start a golf tour with different surfaces. Like one course, you got to hit off grass. Another course, you got to hit off clay. Another course, you got to hit off concrete. Dude, then we'll see who the real professional golfers are.
This is the dumbest damn conversation I've ever seen in my life.
Whatever. You've had a lot more with me involved.
Every golf course, every tournament, every week is different. You have different undulation. You have different weather. You have different grass. You have that already. You don't have to hit off concrete to make it different. Just because you hit
go through if they're hitting off
just
concrete.
because you hit cart pass and shit all the time and your ball goes out of bounds, that doesn't mean everyone else has to.
Well, they should.
No.
Anybody can hit off pristinely groomed courses. They need to learn to hit off of dirt, like I did.
Okay.
If I was rich, I'd be a 2 handicap too.
See where it got you, right? A 27 handicap. 27 handicap hitting off dirt.
Never been a 20. I didn't play for 5 years, and I still wasn't a 27 handicap.
Sorry, 30. My bad.
I've never not broken 100. You know this. In my entire life, my first time I played golf, I shot a 99, and that was the worst I've ever shot.
Well, 99 is still, well, that's okay.
For the first time I ever played golf when I was 13.
You have to count those balls that go in the water and out of bounds and stuff too. That no,
they told me you take strokes off. If you lose the ball, it's minus a stroke. If you hit it in the water, it's minus 2 strokes.
Not plus 2 strokes. You take them off, right? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you take a stroke off of that hole. So I'd hit him in the water every time. That way I shot less.
That's right. Yeah, that's exactly why you've never broken.
I hate these.
You've always broken 100.
0 credit for my pristine golf game.
Pristine is right.
Sir, I finished second in district play to Justin Leonard, and then I wanted to kick his ass.
Yeah, me too. So he was, 9 years old and you were 17?
He was 2 years ahead of me.
Yeah. Listen, we don't talk.
I was a sophomore.
We don't talk Justin Leonard on this show.
Well, you brought it up.
No, I didn't. You brought Justin Leonard up. How did I bring
my
Justin
golf
Leonard
game?
up?
That's my one claim to fame, the PGA Tour player that I beat before he was a PGA Tour player.
Not that much claim to fame. Where'd he go? Highland Park?
No, he went to Berkner.
What's that?
Richardson Berkner.
Oh, Richardson Berkner.
Yeah. But he's an idiot anyway. Nobody cares.
Oh, yeah. All right. No more. No, we're not wasting our breath with that.
No more Justin Leonard talk.
No.
Johnny, guess who the favorite is this week? I mean, I know you know because you've already looked. Rory McIlroy, one of 2 players to card 4 under par rounds on his way to victory last season, and will look for much of the same here in this after his extended layoff here. He skipped the Travelers the week after his U.S. Open meltdown. What he did at or what he didn't do at the U.S. Open, that's going to be in the top of everybody's minds. He obviously hopes to put all that behind him and, continue really other than that at the U.S. Open, he's been playing pretty well. And that's why that was kind of so shocking, I think.
Yeah, and he played well. Like I said, U.S. Open, he played well. Listen, you only look at those 2 scenarios, but he never missed a putt on U.S. Open greens outside of 10 feet, except those 2 putts.
Yeah.
Those sample size, you're going to criticize a guy like that, but it was just an unfortunate, opportune time. But you also have to give Bryson DeChambeau credit on how he played coming down the stretch. So it wasn't all Rory just giving it like Red Hot Chili Peppers, give it away now. It's not that. Yes, you do. Stop.
I don't know who they. What is that? What is a hot chili? What'd you say?
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Pepper? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, you know the band Red Hot Chili Peppers. Stop. If you don't know them, you don't know any. I even know them, and I don't know anything about music.
All right, let's just say I know who they are, but I refuse to accept their existence.
Oh, so it's a personal thing. You just don't like them.
They're terrible.
So who's better, them or Mini Kiss?
I've never heard Mini Kiss. I've never been invited.
Did you make fun of them? They're like a real like.
Week. I'm gonna ask him what elementary school they go to.
They're coming up. I'll be there for the concert.
When is it?
It's coming. I have to ask Rick. It's coming.
Rick,
they're playing at Rebels. Playing at Rebels.
Oh, if it's at Revel, I'll probably be there anyway.
Yeah, and I think they go for Mini Kiss, and then they do the midget wrestling next door, right after they finish up. micro midget wrestling.
I've never been to that either.
You haven't been to that? You didn't go to the. Yes, you went to that one. Yes, you did.
No, at Maverick. I didn't go with y'all to Maverick. I was working. Man. I had shows to get out and edit and record.
You guys
were all out having fun.
I never had more entertainment and felt so bad about myself in the whole entire life.
For laughing.
Just for laughing and how entertaining. Did I ever say? Did you know the story? Like, so Rick is obviously he's a wrestling legend, and they all know him. Like, WWE Rick,
right?
On that all the time.
Rick,
so
the sign guy,
yeah. So I'm not going to be able to get through this without laughing. So he goes to WWE. He's a sign guy, makes the signs, and they come and get him. So when he went to the Mini Kiss, or when he went to the micro midget wrestling, he made the signs out of little cards,
like index cards,
index cards.
I'm gonna tell Colby that story.
Yeah, so I can't do it.
Colby, can you hear me right now?
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Colby, can you hear me right now?
Yes.
I gotta tell you this story. While we're in the middle of the golf show, I have to tell you this story.
Yeah, it was the funniest. Like I love him to death. He is the most clever.
So Rick, the sign guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to go to this because I was doing other things, but they had midget wrestling at the Maverick, right? At Fish's Bar a while back.
Okay.
So Rick shows up like he does at WWE in his hat, his shirt, and he always takes the signs on the poster board. He took a bunch of signs to that, but he wrote them on index cards.
That's amazing.
Oh my God. He's such a genius.
He's so clever. And it was so funny. And he was staying there and he would just sit, he was on his knees like the whole time. He was like on his, and he'd hold up the cards. He'd hold up the cards. And I was like I said, I didn't know if I'm going to hell or I was just so extremely entertained about going to that.
Well, yeah, but for other reasons.
Well, yeah, but it was, oh man, it was so funny.
Well, it's always the little things that make you laugh, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh man!
I swear to God, he's on the show for 3 minutes and he says the funniest line of the whole show.
Yeah, right.
I'm in the party.
All right, Colby, go back to watching your phone.
Okay.
Prepping for our show.
That's right.
The great Colby Sapp, everybody, on the Colby Sapp and IndyCarTim show. Heard Mondays and Wednesdays right here on FanStream Sports at 7 p.m. Central Time. Make sure you tune in a little bit later for all the debauchery and hilarity that ensues. Johnny, after Rory, as we get back into golf, if we can possibly do that, Xander Schauffele at 9-1. Should he be that close to Rory at 9-1?
I mean, just having success there, right? Winning there. I think that's on the same golf course. I think there's value there for him. After winning the PGA Championship, his form has been, just okay. Which is it a hangover theory? Yeah, maybe a little bit. So we'll see. I mean, if it's,
I don't know. I mean, for some reason, I don't give him the same respect. I know he's played super well and he's won here before, but for some reason in my brain, I still think he's going to fade, right? Like every Sunday.
Well, just like your brain, he will fade, just like
Right.
your
Oh my
brain
gosh,
does.
my
So that's
brain's fading.
about right.
I'm 3 Jaeger shots and 2 beers in already, and it's
That's it.
5:36. I mean, that's it. I told you I just got here.
No.
We've had things come up today. Colin Morikawa, your future brother-in-law, or I'm sorry, your future Eskimo brother, at 16-1. So at some point, doesn't something kind of have to give for him? He's on a tear right now with 8 straight top 16 finishes and individual starts, including top 5s at the Masters, the PGA Championship, and the Memorial. But his iron play has been not doing him favors recently. He won the 2021 Open Championship, but still he's got 3 straight missed cuts between the Scottish Open and the Open.
Well, you look at that was a fluke. I mean, not a fluke how he played, but you got to look when he won the British Open, there was no wind, and he's the highest spin player with his irons on the PGA Tour.
Right.
So if you look at that, his success. I mean, that was just a crazy year that the wind didn't blow at all, and his success, the lack of success over the last years, when the wind blows, which 9 times out of 10 it's going to blow. That's why he's not going to have success there. So we pay attention to the weather a little bit. We're going to get some golf, so I don't really like him just because, you never know if that wind can blow. So we'll see. But
you won't be pulling for him though, will you?
No, I will not be pulling for him.
Great. What'd you do? Did you break your camera?
I don't know.
This happened last week too. What are you doing to your camera?
Know. I don't know what's going on.
We need to get you a new camera. We need to get new cameras.
We do?
You need to tell Tomstown in exchange for sponsorship vodka. We need some. There you are.
We're back. I got the Tomstown up there for.
I know. I see that.
My man James played golf. With my man James today, so got another bottle and prepping it up there. But going back to Morikawa, is that he's just if it's windy, man, he can't play. So 9 times out of 10, it's going to be windy there. So obviously these next 2 weeks, it's going to blow at least one day, and he's just not going to be on my card, and just not.
Also at 16-1, our boy Ludwig Oberg. I haven't really seen him play a lot lately, so I don't really know what to think. I mean, when he's been playing, he's been in contention.
Yeah.
And he'll be back home in Europe, so it's kind of where he's cut his teeth before heading off to college here in the States. But I mean, I expect big things from him. I didn't put him on my card, but I probably could have.
Yeah, you can't get really value with him in terms of numbers. So that's a little bit of the reason. I certainly expect him to play well. I think he's after the U.S. Open, well-deserved time off there. So, I don't know. We'll see. This will be a good parameter for me, how he plays this week going into next week. And this is a kind of a feel week for me when it comes to the betting. It's not end all be all how well these guys play. Like we talked about earlier, is Phil, only person that's won back-to-back weeks is, I believe it is Phil. So please somebody text in if I'm wrong or call in if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's Phil is the only one that's done it. But listen, I think he's going to have some good performance. Is he rusty? I mean, these guys are never rusty anymore. They're not going home and, going to tailgaters and having chicken wings. These guys are practicing. And, so we'll see. It's home.
Like that was a shot at me.
Yeah, it was a 100% shot at you. But yeah, but these, like I said, is it home for him? No, this golf course that he grew up at home. It's not how he grew up playing golf, right? So it's not really him. But listen,
trees in Norway.
Well, I don't know if they do in Norway or not, but he's Swedish, so I don't know but they say in Norway. No, it's not the same thing.
Where is Swedeland? What is Swedeland?
If somebody said you're from
Swedeland,
if somebody said, oh boy,
how is he in Sweden? That's not a country.
That's why you don't have a passport. You've never been out of the country.
I haven't. I don't know what that means. What is Swedeland?
Sweden?
Oh, it's Sweden. Is that the same as Switzerland?
Tommy Fleetwood is our next person we should probably talk about.
After Ludwig Oberg, you got Victor Hovland at 22-1. Oh, yeah, Tommy Fleetwood at 20-1. You are correct, sir. Victor Hovland 22-1. You'll probably see both of those guys on some cards somewhere here in a short bit. Tom Kim at 25-1. He's kind of surging right now, isn't he?
A little bit. I think he's playing a lot of golf. In the heat of the summer here in the United States, it's a lot of golf. Might be a little refreshing for him to get up some cooler weather. But he's playing a lot of golf. I don't know. I mean, success here at this golf course at the Scottish Open, it's kind of his first deal that he kind of broke through. You heard a little bit about Tom Kim a couple of years ago. We'll see. I mean, I just think he's playing too much golf. And I mean, I know it's a weird thing to hear, but it can get exhausting, especially in the heat of the summer, that little stretch he's played a lot of golf.
Right. And then your future brother-in-law, Minwoo Lee at 28-1.
That's a fact, Jack.
By the way, good day, mate.
That's appropriate. That's appropriate.
It's weird to hear Asian-looking people speak Australian.
There's 30% of the population that lives in Australia are Asian.
Really?
You know how close it is? Dude, it's like Asian Australia is just like.
But
of course you don't know. Just like Scotty.
Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. It's also weird to hear black people speak with a British accent to me. That's really weird.
A little bit.
At 35-1, you've got Matt Fitzpatrick and Patrick Fitzmatt, and also Hideki Matsuyama at 35-1. Is either one of those guys make it on your card?
It just depends, I like Fitzpatrick a lot. I mean, you talk about kind of a little home cooking, even though he is English. He likes playing in the wind. He hits a penetrating ball flight. We'll talk about it a little bit later in the next segment. Matsuyama for sure. It just depends on the wind and the weather. If it gets super crazy windy, it's going to be a tough golf course for him to play because he's one of the highest hitters on the PGA Tour.
So we'll be cheering for all of those guys. We're going to take our last break of the show, come over on the other side, and we will get Johnny's picks, Johnny's winning picks. And when I say winning, I mean winning, because he's got 2 winners in a row here the past 2 weeks, making everybody some money that's following the system, that's playing the system. So come back and hear those, as well as laughing at my dartboard picks, because that's what we do around here. We appreciate everybody that's tuning in on Facebook, on YouTube, on X, on TikTok, and Instagram. And as well, we are live on the FanStream Sports mobile app that's available for iOS and Android. If you'd like to reach us today during the show or anytime after the show for any of the shows, 214-937-0569 is the FanStream Sports studio text line. We would love to talk to you there. Tudio. Tudio. That was a good Phil Collins song.
That's good.
Tudio. I like that. We'll be back after this.
Hello, sports fans. FanStream Sports.
Introducing Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the perfect temperature, and ensure your home is secure, all from the palm of your hand. Star Power has the experts that will transform your house into a secure, smart home. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Get started at GetStarPower.com. Star Power, where innovation meets home.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Hello, folks. Let's talk a little bit about Turf Life. What is Turf Life? It's pretty much, if your life involves turf in any way, shape, or form, you live the Turf Life. Go ahead and brand yourself with the Turf Life. Maybe a back window decal, maybe a hat. You know where you can get those kinds of things to showcase that your life revolves around sports and or anything that involves sports. If it's a sports business or sports education or just your enjoyment of the outdoors, head over to TurfLife.Club.com. Become a turf head. Join the club today. You can do that by going to that said website that I just told you to go to. You can snag your window decal like I was talking about, or any of your other Turf Life accessories. Show everybody that you live the turf life, and we'll see you there over there at that TurfLife.Club.com.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com. Hey, listeners, make sure you check out the brand new FanStream Sports in-studio text line. You can reach us during any of our live shows or 24/7 at 214-937-0569. That's 214-937-0569. Text us 24/7 day or night, and we'll reply to you and make you part of the show.
Coming back at you. Now, more FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports. I'm IndyCarTim. That's PGA of America member and winning golf handicapper, John Gerber. Johnny, I had a braingasm during the break just now.
I don't know what that is, but I don't want you even to elaborate on it. So
I shotgunned a couple of Jaegers, and I got my third here since that.
Is Colby drinking yet? Is Colby drinking yet?
No.
Still not?
I think he's funnier when he's not.
Really?
No, I think we should pursue a deal with Midget Wrestling for FanStream Sports to be the exclusive distributor and broadcaster, and we should call their matches live on our airwaves with Rick, me, and you, and Colby ringside calling the matches.
You know, to be honest with you, you have come up with some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my whole entire life. But this isn't one of them. It's
right.
Really not. It is not one of them. How about Rick, who's a legend, and maybe you know he may go into the WWE Hall of Fame. Do you know that, right?
I do know that.
He might go into the WWE Hall of Fame. That might let's
try one. Let's just do one and see how it goes.
Well, we have the connection, right? So if they do it at the Maverick again, right? We'll call Fish, owner of the Maverick. Let's do it. And Rebel, wherever it is. So Rick obviously would. That is for some of the dumbest ass ideas you have.
It's not one of them.
So it takes you 7 shots of Jägermeister, of Steven Jaeger, to actually think of something pretty good.
Probably.
Okay, well, let's keep doing that then.
I mean, I'll keep doing shots. Are you telling me to keep doing shots?
No, well, yeah, sure.
Because now we're going to be out of Jaeger now because I'm drinking it again.
Well, it's going to be out soon. I'll be there next week to replenish it.
You can put Fireball in it.
No, we're not doing that.
Dude, that would go. That would or Tuaca. We can put Tuaca in it.
I got Fireball here to bring you. I got a bunch of Tomstown. I got to get something from James for the studio. A banner or something.
A sign, yes, a little metal sign or something we can put behind me over here.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got something. Yeah,
I'm sure he does. So Johnny, let's get into our picks for our gambling picks. This is our gambling portion of the show. We appreciate everybody supporting this and supporting Johnny. Again, my picks are just for dumb fun because I try to keep up with Johnny when I can. But normally, whenever I show Johnny my picks, and I didn't get a reaction from him today except for oh boy. But that's usually because we crossed paths a little bit. We crossed Schwartz's on our picks a little bit, which is never a good sign. But I can imagine, Johnny, I put a microphone in your apartment that you didn't know about. And as soon as I sent you my picks, I saw you look at the screen through the camera, and then the microphone just put this out.
Is that why I hear squealing at night, or is that for a different reason?
That's when I got one of the lady friends over to the apartment. It's not a two-way microphone. I didn't put a speaker in your apartment.
It's not like a baby monitor that you put in here. And
you think baby monitors, we could do that between our place, my house, and your apartment, like 800 miles away, whatever it is, and we can talk to each other? You never know.
It's only 400. It's 440 miles. It's not that far.
Might as well be 800 in my Mercedes.
I know you miss me.
What's Maria doing tonight?
I don't know. I might go see her. After this. I got to do some.
See her. You need to, now that you have an iPhone, you can FaceTime me and I can see her.
I did that last time. I called you.
You called me and put her on the phone, but you didn't FaceTime me.
Oh, well,
you took a picture of her. That was really creepy when you took that picture of her, by the way. That sounds like something I'd do. Take a picture of Bailey behind the bar.
Again.
Bailey's probably watched. I probably shouldn't have said that. Oh, look.
Hi, Bailey.
Hi, Bailey. So let's get into our picks. Huh?
I miss Bailey.
Say how old is Bailey or how was Bailey?
I said I miss Bailey.
Oh, well, I miss her too. I haven't seen her in a while. Except for yesterday.
Okay.
So let's get into our picks and predictions here. Johnny, mine ready for you to make fun of. Because it's been a while since you made fun of mine, because I guess I was on a little, except for my Stewart Sink picks the last 2 weeks. But I'll go backwards here. I always pick a top 20, a top 10, and a wiener. My top 20 this week, he had been on my card in a while, but I like Wyndham Clark at plus 210 to finish in the top 20.
Sorry, Wyndham.
I like Wyndham a lot. Is his wife cute?
Well, we're not. We can't go through this shit again. We can't.
You just cussed on the air, sir.
I said shit. That's not
telling Nancy. Telling Nancy.
She's listening. She knows.
I know. Johnny, my top 10, I've got Victor Hovland.
He's from Spain. He's from Spain.
At plus, he's not from Spain.
Well, you're making up every other places where people are from. Oberg from Norway.
Norwegian cruise lines.
Yeah.
And Johnny, my wiener of the day. I'm going to start calling my winner the wiener of the week. Tommy Fleetwood at 22-1. I like his hair. I don't like his accent. Good day, mate. But I do like his hair. And his
everyone in the world's not good day, mate. You know that, right?
His hair has earned him. Any foreigner is. If you're a foreigner, you're a good day, mate.
Okay.
Except for Canada. Pretty much anywhere else. And maybe Iceland.
They're cowards.
All the cowards.
Canadians never been in a war.
22-1. So, all right, tell me what's wrong with those picks. Let's go. Give it to me.
Well, the only reason there's something wrong with him because you picked them. I mean, other than that, it's
fair enough.
Because I got 2 of the 3 on my card in a different mix. But the last couple of weeks we had a couple similar picks, so that's not bad. So we haven't had them in the same spot like we potentially have Tommy Flatwood. So we'll see. But listen, I'm gonna hold by my picks, even though you can't jinx me. I'm on a heater right now. There ain't nobody in the world jinxing me, and this is why I love these next 2 weeks that we have two tournaments, some opportunities to win. So let's jump into it.
Well, let's get into Johnny's picks and predictions here. Johnny, what tournament are we going first for you? Are we going ISCO first?
No, let's go to Genesis Scottish Open.
Scottish Open. Good day, mate. Hung Chung Chow.
Oh boy, here we go. But here we go. Regardless of what he says, we only have one Asian on our card. You can say Chung Chung Chow all you want. Oh, we have one Asian on our card, but we'll get to that in our top 10 picks. But I actually do like Tommy Fleetwood. You got him at 22-1. I got him at 20-1. I don't know where you got that number of. Did you go to Guido down
today on Action Network? Is where.
Okay, did you go down to see Guido down at the corner and try to get some action down there? I don't know where you get these numbers.
I gave him your name, by the way.
Yeah, that's why you got him. You jinxed us, right? But I actually do like Tommy Fleetwood at 20-1. I got him at 20-1. I still like him at that. Well, probably neither of us going to after that. But there we go. 20-1. I do. Listen, I can't figure the guy out. He seems to play well in big events. I maybe should have moved him into a top 10 pick, but I like the number at 20-1. He knows this golf course. He's had success there in the past. 20-1. I'll take him. Second pick on the board, Matthew Fitzpatrick at 33-1. He hasn't been in great form, but if it's going to get windy, I really like him in this spot. If it gets windy, he's a great win player. Like I said, he hasn't played well, but 33-1, I like him. Wyndham Clark, 45-1. I picked him because there's great value here at 45-1. He hasn't been playing well. He flights the ball extremely low if it gets windy there. He's not a high ball hitter, but he's a penetrating ball flight hitter. At 45-1, you're not going to see very many opportunities for you're getting Wyndham Clark at 45-1. So I thought there's good value here with him. He's, like I said, not great form, but I love him. Ham sandwich pick this week in the Scottish Open. One of the best ball strikers on the PGA Tour, Tom Yogi's Hoagies at 80-1. Listen, man, this guy's a grinder. If it gets nasty and windy, I love this guy at this number. Again, his form hasn't been great, but going across the pond, he's a little corny guy anyway, so I don't think the food and the weather and all that stuff's going to bother him, even though he is a Fort Worth guy, which is maybe my new favorite city in the country. But
nice.
Yeah, but we'll see. I love the value 80-1 with a great ball striker in Tom Hoagie. Two top 10 picks this week. Rasmus Højgaard at plus 750. Not his brother. It's Rasmus with an R.
Not Nikolai.
Where's he from? Where we're going to make up. Where is he from?
Nebraska.
Yeah, they're close enough. We like him still in that top 10 pick, even though thinks wherever Nebraska you think he's from, plus 750. I like that value. Kurt Kitayama plus 1,000 to finish in that top 10. I love him there in this spot.
Wow.
One of the longest hitters there. He's a good win player, even though he does hit the ball high. He's a grinder. You saw him when he won at last year at Bay Hill. It was extremely windy. Similar type of golf course that you're going to see if the wind picks up here at plus 1,000 to finish in the top 10. I like it. Two top 20 picks this week. Thomas Dietrich at plus 215. Every time I pick Thomas Dietrich, Millsman, Jeffrey Tyrone Mills always makes fun of me. I haven't talked to him in a while, and he doesn't watch the show anymore because we're not being able to pay him enough. So I like him here in this spot.
We'll never be able to pay him enough.
Ever. He's got all the money in the world. He's just grinding me on that. And again, Kashmir Keith Mitchell at plus 275 to finish in the top 20. This is the first week in about 2 months he's going to be able to wear his cashmere sweaters, cashmere shirts. That's all I need to say about that. Take him at plus 275.
Still like Kashmir Keith on the air. I think he's got a huge career ahead of him. Him and Matt Gooch are both. I think have huge careers in broadcasting. Maybe they can finally kick Colton Nost off the broadcast. Again, I told you. Colton Nost, I know he's from right here. He's from literally 30 minutes north of my house.
You sound like my mom making up names. His name is Colt Nost, not Colton.
It's Colton. His real name is Colton.
Well, hey, no,
that's what I'm going to call him. But I even said, I feel like he's a really cool dude to go out and drink with.
He's actually not.
But I hate hearing his voice on the air.
I drank with him at Pebble Beach when we had overtwining weeks. He's not. He wants to be too funny. He thinks he wants to be working at the funny.
Well, I can be the only funny one when we go drinking.
Let's jump in. We'll run through these picks just real quick at ISCO. So I won't give you much analysis, but everybody look at them on the board here. This is a ham sandwich pick week. It is. I mean, you're looking at 66 pickup sticks, 66.
Wow.
Route 66. You look at all these.
Demonic.
This is a tournament that you're going to take some flyers on some guys that, look at these young guys. I managed the board this week on some long hitters. If you look at the first three guys at outright winners, Peyton Kazire, Hayden Buckley, Joseph Bramlett, three of the top 20 longest guys on the PGA Tour, and I brought it down to top 20 pick on Cameron Champ. This is a golf course that you have to hit it long to dominate these par fives and make a lot of birdies. If you look at the ham sandwich pick, Kevin Tway at 100-1, I think he's not the longest guy, but I think he's playing solid going to this week. We'll jump over to Daniel Berger, probably the highest ranked or pedigree guy in this field at plus 375. Dylan Woo plus 550.
What?
I like him there.
Hey,
and JJ Spawn played pretty good the last couple weeks. So look at him, the plus 190. Not too much analysis, but I want to put this on the board for you guys to see. Listen, this is a great week to make some real money with the high odds. So I really think there's going to be an opportunity for one of these guys at 66-1 outright winner to take advantage of a shorter field in terms of what you want to say talent. All these guys are super talented. I hate saying this like that all the time. But listen, Patton Kazire, Hayden Buckley, Joseph Bramlett, I like those guys in that spot just because of their length off the tee.
Very nice. Well, there you go, guys. Once again, Johnny, 2 winners in a row, including a long shot. Who was your long shot? At 55-1, that was
Cam Davis.
That's right, at 55-1.
That got us to over the 7,000 profit mark. 50. We're 50, 18, and 6 on our matchups, and we'll have some matchups this weekend. We're gonna have matchups on both cards. Again, this is why I love these next 2 weeks. There's so much opportunity, so much room for activities. There just is in this spot, like so much room to make some money in these next couple of weeks with a dual field event, especially coming into these next 2 weeks on a good run.
So just make sure you follow the system. Make sure you follow Johnny and me and the show on Twitter, or I'm sorry, on X. He is at J Gerber PGA Pro. I am at IndyCarTim. The show is at From the Rough PGA. We put out the picks every Wednesday morning, early afternoon, before we do the show at 5 p.m. for you to go make your bets. And then we talk about them here on the show on the full preview. If you're interested in his matchups, if he indeed has those will come out Saturday morning on all of the social media, our X, our Instagram, Facebook, all of that stuff for you. But you got to follow us and you got to look for him. If Johnny doesn't have a matchup, just because he doesn't like the numbers, he doesn't like he won't just give you some BS to go bet, because he's making these bets himself. So if there's not a matchup on a Saturday or Sunday, I usually post that too. Say Johnny didn't like anything, so no matchups for today. So that's the way we do things. Make sure you follow us everywhere you can. We'll be back on Monday. Do you have a tournament on Monday?
We will be back. We'll be back on Monday. Yep.
We'll be back on Monday with the recap of both the Genesis Scottish Open. Good day, mate. And the ISCO Championship from Kentucky. How do they talk in Kentucky? I don't know about Kentucky. Is that where Forrest Gump's from?
That's Alabama. Bayou.
It's the same thing. Same thing. As long as it's not Louisiana. I'm IndyCarTim. That is Johnny Gerber. We will be back on Monday. Until then, boys and girls, y'all keep hitting them straight.
Thank you.